We're here with Brooke Fraser to talk a little bit about her new album, Flags, how she got to where she is today, and then find out a few of her favourite things. So, new album, pretty excited about that?
Yes. This is my album Child, which I laboured with for many a month, and it's going to be out any second, and it's very exciting.
I noticed you said laboured with that. Was it a bit of a difficult process kind of coming back into the studio and coming up with even material for the third album?
Actually, the studio part was a breeze and a dream, and actually was the quickest part of the whole process, but definitely after the last album, and touring that for Forever and a Day, it took a long time to kind of feel like I could even get back to the start line to start another project. So I suppose the recovery from the last album took a long time, and then kind of it was slow starting with the writing of this album, but then kind of once the ball started rolling, it rolled really quickly, and so yeah, we were in LA for 6 months. At the start of the trip I did 3 songs and I left with an album, so I was pretty stoked.
Wow. Was there anything in particular that really kicked off that inspiration process?
There were a few little kind of glimmers of light along the way. I went to Coachella last year in 2009 in April, which is like the most amazing festival ever. And so one of my favourite bands, Fleet Foxes, playing like while the sun went down in the desert, and it was just this beautiful moment, which kind of reminded me of why music is so powerful and so special, and why I'm kidding myself if I think that I can go and live in Idaho with like lots of like squirrels or something. And so the kind of little things along the way that happened to kind of get that spark going again. And but I think in terms of everything coming together so quickly at the end, it just was LA was great, not because LA is a particularly inspiring city, but just to have some headspace and focus was really good. That was a really long answer, sorry.
No, that was a good answer, and I think I can relate. I think lots of music girls can kind of relate to that thing where you're doing something that you love really passionately, and it gets to a point where you just lose that love for it, and just being able to find that spark again is really important. Did you ever think, really seriously about that maybe it was over and it was time to think about something else?
I think so. But I'm not sure, because it's funny, like there's all these things that are at war within you, like there was the part of me, I was physically, mentally and emotionally exhausted, and was like I was kind of like, screw this, this is too hard and it costs too much, and but then there's the part of me in my spirit and my soul that knows that I was, without kind of sounding cliche in Hollywood and arrogant or anything, but I was born to do this, and I have to do it, and music has always been my default expression, and I love kind of serving people with music, and I love writing and putting songs into the world that hopefully make it a little bit brighter for somebody, not everybody, but even if it's just a few people, that's worth it to me, and so yeah.
Awesome. I was just in Melbourne recently and was reading that sort of commuter newspaper. They've got MX, and there was an interview that you'd done, and it talked about you were talking about the producing of the record and how you produced it yourself, and how there was you really wanted to do that, so it was all about your expression, and it wasn't about some man coming along and being able to put a stamp on it and make it a good album because he'd been there. And it's something that you were quite passionate about that. Can you tell me a bit more about it?
Yeah, I'm definitely not spearheading any kind of feminist movement or anything like that.
Yeah.
But for me it just was, the reason that you hire producers is because you like the approach that they take, and you like the sounds that they kind of create with their work. But they're just, with this particular collection of songs, there was no one else's sound that I wanted. I wanted these songs to be true, to sound sonically, to be true expressions of who they were, I suppose. And so it wasn't that I was like, I can do this, I don't have anything else. It was more, I felt gross even doing that.
Yeah, it's not you at all, is it?
No, that was so gross. But just, I felt that, if I could just bring the right team of people together, that together we could create something special. And so, it was just choosing I already knew that most of the musicians I wanted to work with in the engineer, and they're all just amazingly talented, but also really good people and really passionate people. And so we just got together in a room and held ourselves up and made a record. It was really fun.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds so cool. You're talking about, being burnt out emotionally and physically and mentally from the last album. What are you going to be doing this time to make sure you don't get to that place again?
It's funny, already I feel relieved about this album because it's so different to last time. One of the reasons the last cycle was so drawn out was because we released it in a country per year, so New Zealand in 2006, Australia 07 and US Canada 08. Whereas this time around it's getting to everybody at once, and then we're just kind of going to tour in circles for a limited amount of time, I hope. And we're we really kind of grew our audience last time, so we're in a position where we can bring more people. Like we have an amazing tour manager where we can, in America, we can travel on a bus, which means we'll sleep, and can bring a production manager, and all these things that just make it like quite a lot easier and better. And I have, after the last tour actually, because it just did me in so much, I have started to exercise for the first time in my 20s, so that's now a part of my life.
And what are you doing? What keeps you grounded in that way?
In exercise?
Yeah. It's got to be something to have pulled you out of the depths of not having done it?
Yes. Well, it was that I remember I slept one day for 16 hours and I woke up and I was still exhausted and I was like, this is not normal. I need to exercise. So, and at that time we were in Sydney. This was last year in Sydney and at home for most of the year. And so we joined a gym, and I really like doing classes. I found for me, because I find exercise quite boring, and so I don't just like going on a treadmill or a cross trainer. I'll do it if I have to, but I like the music, and I like not everyone looking at me. I like everyone looking at the instructor and kind of the variety and someone kind of telling you what to do.
That's funny because I don't like going to classes because I'm afraid that everyone is going to be watching me. But you're right. Then who's watching? They're watching themselves and the instructor.
Yeah.
You may have just changed my permanent view of this. All right. So we were sort of saying before that nzgirl is all about favourite things, and we've got different categories. So just going to throw a few things and you can throw them back at me.
Okay.
Our most popular, most popular section on the site is a new one, and it's our eat section. So it's all about food, and it's going ridiculously well. So recipes, things to eat at different places, that sort of thing. So some of your favourite things to eat?
Okay, one of my new favourite things to eat as of last week is my husband, and I was very impressed about this actually. He saw in a newspaper this recipe that he liked, and so I came home from doing some promo, and he made it for me, and it sounds disgusting, but it's awesome. It's like mashed peas and broad bean with mint on garlic toast with ricotta and salt and pepper and olive oil, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favourite things to eat.
I have a recipe for that as well.
Do you?
Yeah, when I was in Melbourne at the 21st, there was one of the little canapes that went around, and it had a bit of parmesan in it as well.
Yum.
Amazing. Yeah, good call.
Really
All right, good thing to eat. Another section is buy, which is about things to buy in terms of fashion, beauty, interiors, and technology. So what are some of the favourite things that you're about to go buy some stuff, aren't you?
Yes. So I was very, very, very lucky to go to New Zealand Fashion Week a couple of weeks ago. It was my first time, and I am such a lover of New Zealand fashion and New Zealand designers, and so I justify my purchases by saying I'm investing into the New Zealand economy. But I think we just have the most amazing design talent here. So I love like Juliet Hogan, Lonely Hearts, Stolen Girlfriends Club, 27 Names. Amazing things coming out of New Zealand. So I like to fly the flag on tour and in general life.
Awesome. We also have a section about people, so favourite people, which is where this interview will be going. Who are some of your favourite people?
Some of my favourite people are my husband, he's real cool, and I don't know, really it's funny when you say that when you're not prepared for a question because the most random people come to mind.
I think that's always fun. It's like the multi-choice questions on exams. So you've got to go with the,
I know. So Rainn Wilson just came to mind, who plays Dwight from The Office. One of my favourite shows ever is Modern Family, and I want to be Manny from Modern Family. I think he is so funny and sweet. So I don't even know his real name because it's a character. I love a character.
Yeah.
But I love Manny from Modern Family, and I love Julie Andrews. To round it all out.
That's good. I like it. Also, we've got the entertain section, so that's anything from books and magazines, websites, movies, music, TV, all this quite explanatory. So,
all right. Okay, one of my books which I would like. I haven't read it. I've read it like 2 years ago, but it has made such an impact on me that I want everybody to read it. I think that Christmas everybody got copies of that book from me. But it's a book called The Same Kind of Different as Me, and it's by a white art dealer called Ron Hall and African American homeless man called Denver Moore. And it's their story of how their lives kind of converge. But the first...
So true story?
It's a true story.
Wow.
So the first page alone will grab you because Denver Moore starts speaking, and I think he's telling it to a transcriber because he's only just learning to read and write. But it's in his voice, you know, it's you can hear his voice. But he... and I haven't read it for a couple of years, so I'm probably getting the timelines a bit wrong, but obviously slavery was abolished in America, you know, decades ago. But up until the 60s, Denver Moore was living in the middle of a field in a plantation in Louisiana with his family because no one had ever told them that they were free.
Wow.
Which is enough, even just saying that is enough to like maybe.
Yeah.
But so just his story of how he never knew that he was free for most of his life because the landowner never told them, so that these people would just keep working his land for them. And so one day, all his family had passed away from Wisconsin, whatever, and it was just him. And he was sitting in his dirt hut in the middle of this field in Louisiana and thought, there has to be something else other than this field. So he just started walking. And he walked and walked and walked for days and days and days and found some train tracks. And he jumped on a train and he ended up, I think, in Fort Worth in Texas. And it was the first time he'd seen a city. It was the first time he'd seen, you know, glass, concrete, steel buildings and everything. And basically his story from that to meeting this art dealer and how their lives converge. And it's the only book that I've ever read where I haven't been able to put it down, and I've literally been on an airplane sobbing uncontrollably and not caring. So it's not a downer. It's incredibly uplifting and healing. So The Same Kind of Different as Me, and it's like just buy it on Amazon.com and get it shipped to you because it probably won't be in the shops, but well worth the read.
Okay, good recommendation. I'm already noting that one down. And then also we've got favourite places, so that can be anything from like your favourite local antique dealer to an amazing hidden away spot overseas. Or,
my favourite restaurant, actually I'm going to pick two. Favourite restaurant is Tanuki's Cave in Auckland.
Oh, how good is the steak?
It is unbelievable. And I bring everyone who's visiting who I bring to Auckland, I always take them there, it's amazing. And then around the corner from our place in Bondi, when we used to live in Bondi, we don't live anymore, so is a tapas parlour called Flying Squirrel, run by crazy Canadian people, and it's really tiny and really small, but really lovely. So a lot of my favourite places are associated with food, but
you fit right in on nzgirl.
Oh, good. Let's be friends with something.
Yeah. Awesome. And have you got any final messages for the nzgirl community?
Yes. Hello, New Zealand girl community of women and girls and females. I really like you, and I hope you like me too. But you are all very amazing and special and wonderful, and you should go out and change the world just a little bit today. Just go on, just do it. Just do it.
Aww, thank you so much for talking with us.
Oh, no, pleasure. Thank you.